Hey guys, Meliodas here back with another video, and today I just want to go through with you guys on a really in-depth Demon Meliodas kind of pierce set or attack set, whatever, like what's most optimal, because I know I've done a few, I think I've done a couple of kind of semi-gear videos on him specifically, but not entirely. And I know some of them might have been at the end of the video and some of you might not have got to the end of the video, so I just wanted to make like a definitive one just after I've been testing a few things as well, just to make sure that you guys all are aware and up to date and know what you should be running for your specific case and situation kind of thing. So I mean, I recommend this even for people who, even for whales or people who spend a lot of money or spend a reasonable amount of money, because it is just smarter, it's more clever, you save more resources. So anyway, I'll get straight into it. So, my Demon Meliodas, I run half attack, half pierce. Now I say half, but it's not exactly half, because this is what I recommend you do, right? So let's say I go on the stat, right? So I pulled I got two perfect percentages on the attack. Like, I've heard in the Discord, I've just been floating around, I see a lot of people saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna go attack left side and pierce right side. Wrong. 100% wrong. Do not do that. Please, please, please do not do it. You're absolutely wasting resources, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm not just going to tell you I'm going to tell you exactly why you are. Look at this. Let's say I rolled a pierce rate, right? And I did this. Let's say this is my pierce rate side, my bracelet is my pierce and my ring is my attack. And I get a 3% on my bracelet. Do I re-roll that? Of course not. Of course you didn't re-roll that attack. If you get a 3% or a if you get a 2.7 plus, you keep that. To be fair, you could even go for like a 2.6 and keep it. Don't split them from left to right. That is the worst thing to do. If you are going to split half-half, do it on the same piece. So on the bracelet, you go half-half on the bracelet. If you manage to get 4 pierce and 1 attack, whatever. On the next one, maybe then go for a 3-2 split. Even though it would still be uneven, it'll still be a split. But if you get if you get 3% or 2.7%, 2.8, and you re-roll that, that's stupid. And there's no other way around it. That is just stupid. Unless you are going for full pierce, then yeah, whatever. But so this is the kind of category that you'll fall into. So if you are someone who doesn't spend a lot of money and you kind of, like, oh, I might go first, I might not. You're not sure if you'll go first or not. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. There's like a 50% chance. You go half attack, half pierce, because the attack gives you some CP, more CP than the full pierce does, and also the attack just gives you less resource wastage, because it means while you're re-rolling now to get it to use for melee, you don't use as much because you're only going half, and you'll, instead of, there's 4 categories. Obviously, you guys should know this. Where is it? Attack, crit chance, pierce, crit damage. There's 4 attributes, let's say. And if you're going for attack and pierce in one, on one bracelet, one piece of equipment, bracelet or ring, you have 50% chance of getting that, and then you're going for the percentage. Instead of having a 25% chance of getting the attack or the pierce on whichever one it is, and then getting the percentage, which obviously also lowers your chance of getting it even more. Especially on SSR gear, you do not want to be wasting these anvils. These anvils are so precious. They really are so precious. I can't lie to you. There'll be a point where you'll be like, oh, do you know what? I have 400 anvils. That's easy. You'll make maybe half a set. If you're lucky. If you're lucky, you'll make half a set. If not, you probably take like 1 or 2 pieces and you'll run out. So don't, just because you have 400, 500, 300, don't think, oh, I'm set, I've got a lot of anvils, that's fine, I can waste them. You cannot waste them, they are not a renewable source. You can buy them, but do you really want to just keep buying them? You can't get them that easily. They are not an easy thing to get. It's not like gold, where you can just overnight farm books, gold is something easy to farm. Or experience, or pots, or awakening material. Those are things that are easy to farm. They don't matter. You can waste them. It's okay. It's okay to waste. Still shouldn't, but it's okay. Whereas things like anvils, hammers when they come out, gems, that you shouldn't. Gems at a point in the game, you get really stale for gems unless you're whaling and spending money on the monthly and the weekly packs, or ranker packs. You will not be getting gems, and you will be really hard hoarding. You'd only be waiting for your PvP gems. That's all you'll be waiting for. And so these anvils that you're getting, they are so important. Please do not waste them on going, oh, left side attack, right side pierce. If you are going to go half and half, 100% go like this. Do it how I've done it. I've got pierce and attack in the same one. And also on this side, I've also gone pierce and attack. I think I had great substats, but I took it. I mean, the pierce ones were pretty nice, to be honest. The attack wasn't too great on 2.6, but doesn't matter. Take it anyway. And yeah, that's kind of what you want to do if you're someone who doesn't really, spend a lot of money. Now, if you are a whale and you've got enough, you're pretty certain you're going to move first, then you go full pierce because you just want the damage. If you're gonna cut about, I don't know, if you're like 180k plus, I'd say you're probably thinking, oh, I don't know what a whale is. I mean, obviously you could be a whale or non-whale and just grind really hard and have 180k. If you have 108k CP, I'd say you can go full pierce. You'll be starting first majority of the time, and that's the fact. That's probably a fact. I'm currently with my team because I still haven't 18 my full team yet. I'm at 170k, and half the time I'm still moving first, and that's 170. And I've faced one person who's 184, and I'm pretty certain he was using ult food anyway. CP food, because his team wasn't that strong. Like the gear wasn't great, and I was calculating it, and even at full ults on each of his character, I don't think he would have been able to reach 184k CP. So you'll be safe at 180. With your pierce. So go full pierce if you're a whale, and you can do that. And obviously, yeah, you can go pierce on both sides. And then, but also, I mean, if you pull one like perfect attack, keep it. Why not? If it's one perfect attack, it's not going to make a difference between your 6% extra pierce. Like, it's going to be, just remember when Lilia comes, Blue Melly's going to kill. So this is what I want you guys to really think about. I think I said this before also. Let's say the opponent has 110k health and your melee attack, your whole turn's attack, let's say melee with 2 Escanors, right? Or melee with a Howzer and a G and a green Liz, does 150k. If you do 150k because your melee is doing so much damage, then you really don't need that extra damage, because there's not a lot of people that will have over that 150k. Obviously, that's just me, like, that's just an example. You won't be hit for 150k. That's probably not going to happen unless you go AoE double Escanor. You'll probably hit like nearish to 170ish with melee and double Escanor. That will probably happen, but that will only be on one character. Whereas if you go AoE, you'll probably be hitting like 120, 130, because melee will probably hit about, highest for above average player, like pretty good player, will be about 60ish, 60k-ish, and then House will probably be hitting about 30 to 40k, so that's already 100. Then with Green Liz, that would be an extra 35-ish, so about 130, 40. But obviously it varies, because sometimes you can be at a disadvantage, advantage, or neutral. So, give or take about 20k. I mean, yeah, just less than about 20k, just lowball it, just to make sure. Now, the thing is, if you also have low CP in the first place, and you're almost certain you're going to start, second, then go full pierce. If you know that having extra CP isn't going to make a difference for you, because, I don't know, you're 160k, which is pretty low for, let's say, Challenger or Champion 1, then you're most likely, with all the Escanors running around, people who have 6 Escanors or even like duped out Escanors, you're most likely going to be starting second. So with stuff like that, you probably just want to go full pierce, because you're going to start second. That's going to happen. So why would you want to have that extra CP when it's not extra damage, when you're still going to be starting second? You're going to be running dodge feed anyway. You're going to tank that first hit. You'll be fine. This is why I was talking about the D-Melee situation, about how, do you want to overkill or do you want to kill and still have extra CP? I would definitely pick kill and have extra CP, because there are moments where you'll get beaten by CP by literally 300, 100. I've been beat by 3 CP once, 3 CP. And then there'll be times where you get beat by 3k, 5k, 10k. So those are like the kind of like, oh yeah, that doesn't matter. But those are rare. You'll never know who you're going to face. You could get really lucky and keep facing 150s. That could happen. Some are bots, some might be real. You could just go on a streak of 150s. It's literally all RNG. But if you're 160k, go full pierce. If you're 180k plus, go full pierce. If you're in between that bracket, that's when you go. If you're between 167 and 178. I'll say that's your leeway. 167 to 178, that's where you want to go half and half for those times where you might or might not start second. And yeah, and obviously sometimes you might want to run Pierce, so which means you can run more attack stat if you're going to run Pierce for you anyway, because Pierce is 20%. You know, if you want that extra attack, run Pierce, but I wouldn't recommend it. Run Dodge Food. Trust me, you run Dodge Food. That extra damage isn't going to matter if you start second and lose first turn. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Dodge Food guarantees you your whole team doesn't die. It literally does guarantee it. So I always get Dodge Food. It's just, yeah, it's a no-brainer. But yeah, Hauser, full Pierce. Lilia, full Pierce, of course. Now, Lilia, you want to go HP defense because you want her alive as long as possible. Otherwise, Escanors will target her, but if you have HP defense with with my tactic, with my arms in the back, you'll have extra HP, which will help out. So you'll have that extra 30% HP to a HP defense unit, and that will put you. I think I used to put me about 150k on my Lilia. Yeah, maybe a bit higher. Yeah, and actually maybe about 150k, 150ish k. So that's not going to be bad at all. So yeah, that concludes it for the Blue Melee gear guide. And also, don't forget, you want to get all his weapons. When you go for the attack, you want to get all the crit damage or pierce ones. He doesn't have a lot of pierce. This one has 7%. Obviously, this one's behind a paywall, so a lot of you don't have it. But when it does come out for gems, get that for sure. Now, I'm trying to look at other ones that have pierce. You know, you could get this one for pierce since it's just in a fighting festival shop. You can buy that for free. And this one also has pierce, sacred treasure, only 20 gems. And there's a lot with that have pierce, to be honest. This one has pierce too. This is actually the one I'm going to get. I need to get this like now. I need to get that now. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it's simple. Don't go left, right, pierce, attack. Go pierce, attack on one equipment. If you're between 167 and 178 KCP, you go half-half. If you're 178 plus, you go full pierce. If you're 167 below, you go full pierce. Well, you're 160-ish below, you go full pierce. You can kind of make your mind up when you're closest to that range. But yeah, that's the... Oh, I need two. Look at this. Oh, I don't need two. I need like 400. So it's all good. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was very informative for you and it helps out, especially because Lilia's right around the corner. I predict she'll be here in about 2 weeks or so. Probably, yeah, most like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys carry on enjoying the game. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.